Hello, good morning, everybody. So, I'm probably going to be doing videos from wherever I can. So today is the car while I wait on Harper and his appointment. But anyway, the title of this video is "I Knew You Weren't Happy." I knew you weren't happy. Mm. Woo. I knew you weren't happy. So, I wanted to do a video on this because of just these things I see and things I pick up on. So I just wanted to touch base on it. So the first thing says happy people do not spread hateful energy. Let me tell you something. When you're really happy, like genuinely happy, it takes so much of your energy to spread hate, like to the point you will avoid it at all costs. Even if someone does you wrong, you'll still avoid it because it's like it's unnecessary energy that you're not really willing to give out. Like you know what? I'm not even gonna let you get me there. I'm way too happy. So that is a perfect indicator of someone that just isn't happy. When you see them spreading, nasty things, spreading hurtful energy. The next thing I wanted to say was, some people can only be happy for you when they are happy. That sucks because that means I have to wait around for you to be a good person. Showing love shouldn't be based upon your current mood. It always bothered me how people can't seem to be happy for others if they aren't happy with themselves. Me personally, like, if something's going on with me, like, say for instance, I'm having a really bad day. Like, I'm having a bad day, things aren't working out, or what have you. If somebody calls me with good news, I literally feed off of that good energy. Like, I want it. Like, give it to me. Like, yes, like, you're having a good day, so I know that a good day is coming for me because you having one. So this is just this day. I'm gonna get a brand new set of 24 hours tomorrow, and I'm happy that this day brought more happiness than it brought me misery. Everybody's not like that though. Um, everybody can't give love unless they have it, and that's unfortunate because you can go through a long period of time where you're unhappy. So that means you can go a year or something seeking or searching for something and you're unhappy. And so that means during that period of time, you were just giving off all that bad energy because you wasn't happy. That's crazy. That is crazy. And if that's you, you better check yourself. You better learn to, and honestly, feeding off someone's energy can pull you out of that rut that you in. Understanding that your greater is coming is the best way to, sorry, I keep looking at everybody walking around. That's the best way to get that energy that you're seeking. So the next thing is, I said I always get sad when I see social media happy people say hateful things because I realize they are fighting a bigger battle. Have you like have you ever just been scrolling through social media and like you see something and it's like, ooh, that was me. Or like, how did you see that? Or why are you, first of all, if you see something that you wouldn't do, or why do you take the energy to comment on a person or thing or whatever that you don't really like or you don't really agree with? It's fine. Like, let them people be them. But for you to spread that, I know that, me personally, like when people say things about me or to me, and that is something that I had to grow through. That is something that I didn't always know. So I would get offended. Like, it would bother me. Like, why would you say that? Or that's mean? Or what I'm saying. I would come back with something mean too. Like, boom, like you said this, I'm gonna say this. But I've realized that what people say isn't really a reflection on you, it's a reflection upon them. So when they spread that to you, it's really just what they got in them. Like they just got to look for something in you. Like they have to, because that makes them feel better. Like if I could find something in you that I feel like I'm better than you, then I think that that's bringing me out of what I'm in. I think that that's elevating me, when in true it's not. It's really dragging you down. And the person that you think that you're ahead of, you're really under them, just because of your mentality and the way that you think and the way that you move. So I said, if it's easy to send nasty text messages, leave hateful comments, say negative things, you have to understand that somewhere inside you is rotten, and you can't hide it anymore. You can't. You've been exposed. If you send this type of stuff and you nasty, and and you send it to me, I instantly know you got a bigger battle. Oftentimes that you don't even know that you're battling, but you're battling and I see it. And I'm gonna wish you well. I'm gonna wish you well, and I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna keep it moving, because what I'm not gonna allow is for your hate to make me then be hateful. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna allow you to stop. But I have grown. And I'm not gonna allow you to damage or put me back into the space that I got myself out of. That's the whole reason I've been working to grow and to be a better person, is to better myself. I'm not going to allow what you're going through or the levels that you haven't reached yet to then stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to see what you said. I'm going to understand where your headspace is. I'm going to pray for you, and I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not going to respond. That's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. There's nothing I'm going to be able to respond that's going to make you feel any. Because if it's one thing I've learned, if a person is really, really in the headspace, it's not really something that you're going to be able to do to get them out of it. You can say, have you ever had a conversation with somebody and you just tell them, and somehow you're the bad person, or you're the mean person, or you're this and you're that? Let me tell you something. It's not you. It is not you. It's just that person is not ready to receive what you're saying. So I'm not about to sit and waste my energy trying to convince you that that's not the way to go, or that's not the way to operate, or you shouldn't respond. I'm not about to do that. I'm not. I'm going to pray for you, though, because I know that you're going to need that in order to receive it. Everybody can't receive messages. You got to be okay with people not receiving it and then projecting that hate back onto you. You have to be willing to understand that in order to better yourself. So the next thing I said was, true happiness is valuing happiness in others. Like me personally, when I scroll through my timeline and I see people getting engaged or married or graduating or job promotions, opening up their own businesses, watching them open up their own businesses and actually excelling, actually building a clientele, their kids doing well in sports, their kids doing well in school, their kids out in the community, they're out in the community, they're feeding the homeless, they're helping children. All that stuff I see, it literally makes me smile. Like I'm so happy. It makes me smile. It's encouraging. It's motivating. It's all those things. Like, so to me, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand that mentality, and I understand that it's not really for me to understand. But I do know that some people aren't happy. Some people aren't happy because you're happy. They don't care. If they're not getting none of that, or they're not doing none of that, they don't care. And I know for a fact, true happiness is being happy for others. I don't care what you're going through. I could be covered in mud, but if I see you shine, I'm going to smile through it. Because I know it, like I said previously, I know if it happened for you, it can happen for me. So I'm going to be happy for you in yours, and glad that you made it, and know that my time is coming too, if I keep working. I know that. So the next thing is, it says, for instance, I can be in love with my love story, but still love your love story, without looking for flaws. That's the biggest part. Without looking for flaws. Like, I think people can say, like, oh, like, I love your love, or oh, that's so sweet, or oh, congratulations, or, but in that same breath, they're looking for something to be like, oh, but, ew, but, oh, but they didn't even, like, be okay with how other people are doing in whatever they're doing. Like, it's, if they're happy, be happy with that. Everybody's level of happiness is different. So I can be completely happy with my husband living under a bridge with nothing. And you could live in a mansion, and somehow you feel like my love is flawed. How? Because if it's anything I've learned, materialistic things do not matter. Circumstances do not matter. Credentials do not matter if the love isn't there. My husband could love me more than your husband loves you under that bridge. He can show and appreciate me more living under that bridge than living in that mansion. Because there's one thing I've learned, money isn't as valuable as people make it out to be. It really is not. It's cool to have, but let me tell you something. Money is not as valuable as you think it is. That's a whole nother video, though. I'm definitely going to do a video on that. But anyway, next. True happiness is releasing energy that you can't control. Some will hate you for it, and some will be inspired. No matter what, spread love. I'm telling you, because I'll be in a situation, or I'll talk to people. For whatever reason, people always gravitate to me. No matter how many walls I put up, throughout the years that I've put up, and try to avoid people, because I do. That is something that I work on daily. But no matter how hard I try to block people, they always gravitate towards me. And when they gravitate, we always talk about something worthwhile, like dealing with whatever. And I always try to feed into people. I always try to pour into them, because that's just who I am. And that's why I say, true happiness is releasing energy that you can't control. Because sometimes you don't want to always pour into people. Sometimes, you don't know how a person's going to receive it. And sometimes they don't always receive it the right way. But it's important that you still give it, no matter what. They're either going to receive it or they're not. But that should not stop you from being your true self. Because being true to you is important. Being true to you is what helps the world go around, and that's for all of us. Excuse me, gotta sneeze. Whew. So, yeah, just make sure that you always give that energy. Make sure you always listen to that voice in your head that say, speak life. Listen to that voice that say, give good energy. Give that person a hug, even if you don't want to, because sometimes that's all people need. Like, that's all they need. And even if you're in a bad space, you still have the power to give that energy. You still have the power to speak life, and you still have the power to hug that person, because oftentimes we're healed by the way we interact with others. So I wanted to say that just be conscious of the way you act and the way you interact with others. It can damage you, and it can damage others in the same breath. So, oh, this one says, newsflash. Newsflash, your pretend happiness only fools those who are faking as well. Let me tell you something. You can fake be happy all day, but a person that's genuinely happy, they see right through that. When I tell you, they see right through that. They can tell you hurt. They can tell you're faking, but they won't really speak on it. Like me, if I see that you're doing that, I know why you're doing it, but I'm not going to call your bluff on it, because I feel like, For what? That's just stupid. If you feel like you need to say and do all these things to make people feel like you're happy, go on, girl. But you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. Your pretend is showing, baby. So I say, in conclusion, never fake it till you make it, because you'll never make it. You'll fall in love with the fake. I'll repeat that again. In conclusion, never fake it till you make it, because you'll never make it. You'll fall in love with the fake. So, I hope this message is received, and love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace out.